Nanotechnology team will be meeting in the Optronics lab. Colonel Fury, Rev Ralston is on line 6. Warning, a small thermonuclear device is missing, and Denzel was last seen in the weapons lab. The President is on line 5, Colonel Fury. Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
Hi, the name's Wyatt Wingfoot. In case you didn't know, I'm your pilot while you're here at Stark Tower. We'll be taking the Quinjet when you're ready to leave on a mission.
Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
Sure. What do you need?
Mr. Stark,
Discreetly.
there's a Herald
As in,
token on
don't
line
let
2.
Fury know? Yeah, I can do that. Give me a little bit. I think I know just the person to ask.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you. The nanotechnology team will be
There's a
meeting in
hacker
the
I know.
Optronics lab.
He's kind of an oddball, but I think he's up to the challenge. If you don't mind me asking, whose laptop is
Colonel
this?
Fury, Rev Ralston is on line 6. Warning, a small thermonuclear device is missing, and Denzel was last seen in the weapons lab. The President is on line 5, Colonel Fury. Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark. Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm. Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you.
So, you think Natasha's up to something, eh? Maybe working for the other team.
Nanotechnology team will be meeting in the Optronics lab. Colonel Fury, Rev Ralston is on line 6.
Stark needed a pilot, and he knows I've flown for the Fantastic Four. So I guess he figured I had the skills.
And Denzel was last seen in the weapons lab. The President
I
is
was
on line
roommates with
5,
Johnny
Colonel
Storm
Fury.
back in college. He introduced me to the group, and after a while, they started inviting me on missions.
Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
It's a high-tech jet developed by Stark's company. It's usually used by the Avengers.
Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th
It's undetectable to
birthday.
radar,
Happy
to
birthday,
take off
Mr.
and land
Grimm.
itself. Heck, it'll even dial the phone for you. Plus, it's got the latest in jet engine technology. This thing will get you around the world in no time.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you.
Anytime at all, friend.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you. The nanotechnology team will be meeting in the Optronics lab. Colonel Fury, Rev Ralston is on line 6.
Hi, my name's Hank Pym. Dr. Hank Pym.
Warning, a
heard you're going to the Omega base. If you see my cybernetic helmet, could you bring it back to me?
President is on line 5, Colonel Fury.
I was working on a new version of my cybernetic helmet, but then Captain America called and said you guys could use somebody with a little technical know-how. Hey, I'm glad to be helping out. Besides, I was getting bored working in a lab all day. Oh yeah, and that's where I was working on my cybernetic helmet. It's a real nice facility.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you.
I didn't see a whole lot because of security, but I do know there's a team working with gamma bombs. And I think a new study is being done on the super soldier drug.
Colonel Fury, Red Ralston is on line 6.
Come back anytime. We're always open.
Small thermonuclear device is missing, and Deadpool was last seen in the weapons lab. The President is on line 5, Colonel Fury.
Greetings. My name is Vision. I will be your primary source of information concerning any persons or locales you might encounter.
In the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
Unfortunately, my line to the SHIELD database has a security issue. Would you retrieve a decryption module from Black Widow and bring it to me?
Mr. Stark, there's a Herald.
The acronym stands for Strategic Hazard Intervention, Espionage and Logistics Directorate. Its primary responsibility is counterterrorism for the world. Operating under the jurisdiction of the United Nations, SHIELD is expected to deal with any threat to the security of the world's population.
Colonel Fury, Red Ralston is on line 6. Warning, a small thermonuclear device is missing, and Deadpool was last seen in the weapons lab.
That designation has been used several times over the years, but it is not associated with any particular group of villains. Dr. Doom has assembled dozens of the world's most notorious supervillains, not the least of which is Ultron and Baron Mordo. Victor Von Doom was raised in the tiny European country of Latveria. The untimely death of his parents made Doom vengeful towards the world.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2.
A genius, he attended Empire State University. Unfortunately, Doom performed a dangerous experiment that resulted in an explosion. As a result, Doom was expelled.
The nanotechnology team will be
Bitter, he traveled the world until he met Tibetan monks, who created his first suit of armor. Doom then returned to Latveria, where he overthrew the government and proclaimed himself ruler.
Warning, a small thermonuclear device is missing, and Deadpool was last seen in the weapons lab.
The Black Widow was a Russian spy who defected several years ago. Upon joining SHIELD, she rose quickly through the ranks until she became Colonel Fury's #1 operative. There is nothing on her SHIELD record to indicate otherwise. Why do you ask?
Mr. Stark.
I am glad to be of assistance.
Announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
Cap, it's good to see you. You're a welcome addition to the team.
Line 2 for you.
Thank you, sir. It's good to be here.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you.
Yes. We're a SHIELD task force created to investigate the Masters of Evil. It's our mandate to stop Doom and his army before they cause any serious damage.
Colonel Fury, Red Ralston is on line 6.
SHIELD is an international organization. We belong to no one and to everyone.
Warning, a small thermonuclear device is missing, and this was last seen in the weapons lab.
With the helicarrier seriously damaged, we had to find a different base of operations. Tony Stark offered the use of these facilities.
On line 5, Colonel Fury. Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
Exactly. Though I'm surprised to be here. You see, Stark Industries and SHIELD recently had a falling out.
Announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
Yes, Stark recently stopped developing weapons for us. As you can imagine, we were less than enthusiastic.
There's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you.
SHIELD tried applying pressure, both legal and not so legal. But I gotta hand it to Stark. He held his ground even though he's lost billions.
Colonel Fury, Red Ralston is on line 6.
Anytime.
Warning, a small thermonuclear device is missing, and this was last seen in the weapons lab. The President is on line 5, Colonel Fury.
Hello, my name is Black Widow. I am second in command to Colonel Fury.
Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today is Ben
Dum Dum
Grimm's
Dugan
65th
recently sent a
birthday.
suspicious
Happy
radio
birthday,
message.
Mr. Grimm.
He requested Colonel Fury visit the Omega base immediately for an update on the super soldier serum. Dugan said Dr. Banner would give the report. The odd thing being Dr. Banner is not on the super soldier project.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you. The nanotechnology.
Since we don't know the situation, you are to sneak aboard the base and locate Dugan. From there, we'll determine the best course of action.
Colonel Fury, Red Ralston.
When you are ready to go, talk to Wyatt Wingfoot. He will take you in a Quinjet.
Warning, a small
The offer was initially made after a SHIELD operation, where I switched identities with a countryman of mine, Yelena Belova. Yes, the blonde one. I declined the offer, but as we all know, Colonel Fury can be very persistent.
Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
It is a huge mobile SHIELD research facility that is several stories tall. Yes, it is used to field test some of our most highly classified experiments.
Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th birthday.
My apologies. I should have given it to him as soon as we arrived. Please, take this to him.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you.
You are quite welcome.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you. The nanotechnology team will be meeting in the Uptronics lab. Colonel Fury, Rev Ralston is on line 6. Warning.
Thank you for the decryption module. Now I can patch directly into the SHIELD database.
Preston is on line 5, Colonel Fury.
The acronym stands for Strategic Hazard Intervention, Espionage and Logistics Directorate. Its primary responsibility is counterterrorism for the world.
Waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
Operating under the jurisdiction of the United Nations, SHIELD is expected to deal with any threat to the security of the world's population.
Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
I am glad to be of assistance.